This is a test. This is a second test.
Another week of NASA Rallycross Contenders is upon us, but we shake it up tonight. Format and track type are out the window this evening as we commence the Velocity Pixels Endurance Cup. It's sure to make things interesting as Goddard narrowly holds on to first place with 6 points ahead of Klaus Kreutzer, but it's anyone's game from third on back. Will we see a new winner tonight? Will Goddard continue to dominate? We go green in Germany to find out live next on ASN. Our venue for this evening is the virtual Oschersleben B layout, a shorter variant of the Germany's motorsport arena, Oschersleben. Originally opened in 1997, the B layout trims down that full course to a tighter, more technical loop that emphasizes cornering precision and rhythm. With its narrow racing line, tricky chicanes, heavy braking zones, this layout keeps the racing close and overtaking at a premium. While it may lack the length of its full counterpart, the Oschersleben B layout should deliver intense, wheel-to-wheel action. And tonight in NASA Rallycross, our Velocity Pixels Endurance Cup format is as follows. We're going to finish up open practice now, which will lead us into our typical 3-lap single-car qualifying session, but it'll split that field into a 10-minute heat race. Now, the top 5 will receive bonus points with 5 to the winner, down to 1, 5th. And then this will also set the grid for our 30-minute feature race. The points are awarded, trophies are handed out, and no driver sent home tonight from the heats. Everyone will be in that final race this evening. The 26th season of NASA Rallycross Contenders continues tonight, live on the Automotive Sports Network, with Brian Sawyer in that production truck, and also next to me in the commentary box. My name is Justin Robichaux, as we welcome you to the German Grand Prix. Reminder, all season long, NASA Rallycross Challenge is brought to you by Overwatch Specialty Service. The only thing more unique your problem is our solution. For more information, visit osscenter.com. Cameras all season long on ASN are brought to you by Whiplash Sim Cams. Be sure to check them out at facebook.com/WSimCams for all those excellent camera angles for your broadcast. Finally, that intro music tonight you heard was by one of our very own drivers, Alex Sabetti. Ryan, you shake it up tonight a bit. Track type format, again, we said that. It's out the window. We're racing a full road course tonight. Are you looking at the Velocity Pixels Endurance Cup debut tonight as a driver?
Hey, Justin. Well, a lot of these drivers drove in the futures of the lights last night in the Be the Light. And,
different car tonight, though.
Yeah, different car tonight. A lot faster. The futures race was absolutely exciting. I think a lot of it had to do with the full course invert for the heat race. This race also has that full course invert, so I'm really hoping we get some of the spice we had last night. Word on the street is there might be a required pit stop during the heat. Also, not required, but it looks like the cars might just need to take it during the.
Ooh, okay, I like that. And if they need to take it, they will. If someone can kind of squeeze that car by, if they practice enough, I like that too. But yes, there will be a little bit of haste in that heat tonight because you're right that order will be inverted. They only have the heat before they make it into the feature, so they want to push, but they've got some time. I mean, it's a 10-minute race. There's a lot of time. That passing, like we said, a little bit tricky here. Track's a little narrow, and we got some fog rolling in, covering that course, so it's going to be a little interesting here.
Yeah, you can see it just going across the camera right now. It's just rolling through.
That's the vapor. It's thick, wadding through it, so we'll see if that affects any of the drivers here tonight. New course, not something we're used to. So there's a lot of high-flying corners here, some corners you have to kind of pre-turn for almost. Send that car into it. See if they can hit their braking markers tonight. A lot of drivers hitting into the pits. Let's take a look at points here, Brian. Let's bring that up before we hit programming notes. It's really close. 6 points now. I know points are weighted a little bit differently here, Brian. We'll go over that maybe a little bit later when we get some lulls in the race, but it's very narrow at the top, and then it's really, really, really close from third on back. It's 16 points, 17 points. That covers those drivers right down to 7.
Yeah, we got a nice little battle for third through 8th, honestly.
Oh boy, yeah. Big Robichaux, Eric Taplinger, Matthew Morris, Matty Grove, Eric Dubois, and a heavy battle there. JP DeFino holding on, Daryl Young and Chris Lunan.
It looks like Jake, Eric, and Matthew Morris all aren't here tonight, so it's a big time for Eric Dubois, Matt Grove, JP DeFino.
Right. Won't hurt them
Is
as
JP
much,
here?
You're right.
No, JP's not here.
Tough.
So some of the people in 6th through 10th definitely have an opportunity to make some moves tonight. I'll go over how the points work here, though. I also sent you a DM, Justin. Can you check that out? But the points for this endurance series, we have 2 races in this series, and we offer it as a drop week experience. So what we do is you run 2 races, and say you score 50 points through the 2 races, and that nets you 3rd place overall. Well, we award you 1 race's third place points. you come in third overall in the championship, and you get third place points overall. This allows drivers that don't want to do the full dirt and full road course to skip out on these races. That's why we have a little bit lower car count tonight, and skipping out on the in-season tournament counts as their drop week. So they run all the Rallycross courses and make sure they don't make a mistake there. And they get to skip out on these, or they run these and get to skip out on a Rallycross track they might not like.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. I love it. So they can basically opt out. They can take their drop week somewhere else and run both of these, or they can take both of these off and take one drop week. So you can kind of take 2 weeks off and for one. So you're getting 2-for-1 points. Points are weighted at 50%, so to speak, for these 2 Velocity, Pixels, and Endurance Cup rounds. So they might not matter as much, but they're still just as fun. Pounding these sharp corners here. I believe that's... We got it? Did we have one? He's rocking that paint. It looks wicked good.
Some of these drivers this week, Justin, they start in the futures. Yeah. They start in the futures, they transfer to the lights, then they go to the contenders tonight, and then they'll transfer to the supercars. They get like 2 hours of driving.
Run all week.
Track. They're not having a good time by the end of the week.
It becomes nuanced, no doubt. But you get very well practiced up on it by the end of the week compared to a supers driver who's maybe just sitting there hot lapping, not getting any practice with any other drivers too. So to speak. If the supercars drivers are not practicing their racecraft, we're getting ready for it. If the supercars drivers are not practicing their racecraft at all, Brian, they're gonna have a very tough.
They better be on it.
Racing amongst each other. Yeah, they got to be.
Especially pit entrances and exits. These drivers aren't used to them. We had Klaus Kreutzer last night, speed in the pits, and he got a black flag, and he's like, "I guess I'm done because I don't want to compete with that one."
No doubt.
Vinny Sowers first on track.
That is an easy mistake to make. No doubt. Pits are absolutely something you want to practice, especially if they're necessary in a race. So we're watching Vinny Sowers here. Fired out. Layout here, so fun. Very flowy.
Yeah, it's a
lot of full roundabouts, basically. Full 180-degree corners. Many of them.
Really opens up opportunities for passing. If you blow a corner a little bit, you'll have a car right on exit just peeking up your inside. Hey, you messed up. Guess where I am?
Yeah, and we're kind of running on with Vinny Sowers now. I'm just watching the course as they around the final corner here. There's a lot of speed that you can carry if you can use up all of that track and just suck up every ounce of it. There's a lot of speed here I can see to be had. This first sector here. Oh, looks like so much fun. Dive down in and then a flowing right-hand carousel. Need to be very smooth. That's that rhythm we're looking for here. You can keep it through that first couple corners, especially with the Subaru, the weight transfer. Very tricky. It's on a knife's edge, especially at that speed.
Yeah, it's very hard too for some of these drivers to keep it fully on the track. They yearn for the dirt, Justin. They want to go touch the grass.
I think that has a lot more to do with these all-wheel drive cars at speed wanting to straighten out on the throttle. A lot of these drivers, I think you're seeing them get caught up almost trying to drive these cars like GT3 cars, and it just doesn't happen.
I'm looking at my sessions.
You can't power through the corners.
I'm looking at my session event. I'm just seeing 1x, 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 2x, 1x, 0x, and just drivers going off track.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. They're pushing that car. They're getting too hard on the throttle, like they would with the GT3 car. They're expecting the rear end to rotate, if you will. But the Subarus, especially with that center differential, they're going to straighten out hard as we ride on with a Subaru here. Klaus Kreutzer jumping into this really nice flowy final kickback section.
And he's looking for all the points he can get tonight. He's looking for heat points. He's looking for feature points. He's 6 points back coming into this endurance championship. So he needs 2 really good races to get on top of.
Goddard crossing the line here now. Does he have something for it in the tank? We'll see what he got. It's up to E1
overall.
1 minute flat 3:19.
Klaus coming around the final turn.
See See if Klaus has anything for him here. That lowy final corner here.
Oh, did he go over?
Oh, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. He's gonna cross the line. Is it gonna be nothing? Oh, it's a 1:08.96. So I mean, it looks like it's gonna be good for P2. But he doesn't like it regardless. Comes off the track. Is that his last one? No, he's gonna reset it for his final here.
Looking at Goddard on his second lap.
P2. Both on.
Goddard gives up his second lap.
Oh, deletes it. Deletes it. So there's something.
Let's look at the Fiesta, Justin. Fiesta's definitely going to struggle on this track a little bit compared to the Subaru, especially with the fixed sets. Contenders has always had fixed sets for their entire series, so everybody's running baseline tonight.
Oh, and that means everybody's pushing the same issues. Everyone's got the same problem. So there's no, one car might be better at one track. I mean, really, at the end of the day, it's.
And if you want an open set, go to Supercars. Go to the World Championship.
That's what next week.
Build your own.
That's what next weekend's for. Exactly. Most of the drivers here tonight are going to make that race next week anyways, and they'll have a chance to open that setup up. See what this car really can do.
Mm-hmm.
Lunan ripping it down the back straight here.
I gotta get a chase cam on Loon and see if my name's back there. Justin, can you read that at all? I feel like that says something about me.
It does. As Brian Sawyer uses. Oh, I didn't quite get it. I'll get it here in just 2 seconds. Well, you hold on. I got you.
Matthew Grove.
Oh, wait.
Matthew Grove
Trading
doing a drift session. Matt Grove said, "I'm doing a drift session until my internet drops me out of the session again." Last night he halfway through the race, we just get
connections issues.
Matt Grove, just dropped due to packet upload. So he was very upset about that one. He said, "Drift session until the internet dies today." So, trying to keep it on track. Let's see what Kevin Garcia's
Brian
got, though.
Sawyer uses iron covers.
Sure. They're getting more obscure by the week, Justin.
I love it. I love it. It's super creative. Don't forget the... He's in the chat now. He's telling me to look at the... So he's very clearly watching the broadcast. I love it. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Here, Chase. Brian Sawyer can't... Oh, wait. Hold on. I got to change the rotation. We're breaking the fourth wall. Just a pinch here. It's okay.
Kevin Garcia finishes his third lap. 101.536. Maintains third position.
But I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send it in a screenshot to Brian. I'm not gonna say this on air just in case, but I don't even know what that means. That's funny too.
Okay, only Epe's the only thing I can referee. It's the only thing I do referee.
Okay, what is Epe? Is it
Epe
like
a form of fencing?
Okay, it's a style fencing. Oh, if I knew that, I would have been on with that. Can't rep.
I'm an NCAA referee for Epe. It's the only thing I can referee.
You know what?
I can't do anything else.
Whatever. Make fun of this guy. That's cool, Brian. That's really cool. You know what? I used to ref minor hockey, so that's the most Canadian thing I can possibly say, too. I mean, as if I don't sound Canadian enough. I used to ref minor hockey, too. Look at that.
Looks like some of these drivers just getting their little practice laps in.
They're just getting practice laps in. Let's go over some programming notes while they do that, Brian. Yeah.
All right. This Thursday, Josh Mertz and I, we're doing the Sports Car Torque Series. This Torque Sports Car Series. We're going to Spa. It's at 8:40 Eastern Time this Thursday. It's going to be a great race. Spa always gives us a good race with the Torque crew. Then on Saturday, we got the NASA Rallycross World Championship. We'll be at Oschersleben with about most of these drivers and probably about 10 more from the World Championship. We'll see what they can do at this track. Then Saturday night, iRacing Rallycross Strength of Field races. I don't plan on being anywhere, so we will have the stream this week. It's going to be week 6 of the season. That's going to be at 8:15 Eastern this Saturday. Then on Sunday, NASA Rallycross Futures and Lights. We're going to Crandon Short, the second half of the Velocity Pixels Endurance Cup. Crandon Short always a bonkers time. I can't imagine what it's going to be like with the full invert. And then next Monday we're here, Justin. But I think we're gridding.
Love it. We are already. Look at that. Firing away. Remember, qualifying grid inverted here. Zachary Goddard firing off 8th position. So, Matthew Grove takes pole here, but is he in the session? We'll find out. It looks like he's there. We'll see if the packets hold up. Eric Dubois holds second. Daryl Young, Chris Lunan, Vinny Sowers, Kevin Garcia, Klaus Kreutzer, and Zachary Goddard are 8 drivers. They're going to go for 10 minutes here.
It's going to be real hard to pass. It's going to be real hard to pass.
It's going to be really hard to pass.
While he's doing a Gymkhana session.
Some of these cameras.
Yeah, some of these cameras just bounce out and you can't see anything. The fog is so thick.
Fog is so thick. Yeah, you
hopefully by the time we get to the actual race session, we get later in the day and the fog lifts. Maybe be able to see some.
It's a bit. So yeah, we're just waiting on Lunan now to jump on, and we'll be ready to go. A lot of Subarus out there. Oh boy. One more Ford going up, but we'll see if this Ford has anything for these Subarus. What do you think's gonna happen, Brian? Maybe mayhem?
No. We're not going to get any mayhem until maybe halfway through this lap.
Halfway. I love it. Poetic optimism as they're firing it off here. Great launch from all 3 in the front row. Zachary Goddard's threading the needle up the middle and the back. Moving up already, so starts up into the middle as Goddard moves up into the 5th position already. Just holding on.
Grove and Young side by side. Lunan right on there. Right behind them. Lunan and Goddard almost side by side. 2x2 through these turns.
And Matthew Grove on the outside with Young pushing hard, braking late, getting in there. He's pushing him out the outside. This lets Goddard get into 3rd position and move his way on through. Yeah, this might let Lunan push in as well. Lunan's going side by side with Young.
Yeah, you get on the inside of these turns. Holding these turns nice and tight is the way to go, but not when you're sliding out like that, Chris Lunan.
Oh.
Bringing all the dirt onto the track.
Too much speed. Too much speed. Breaks loose a little bit. Has to recollect it out in the dirt. And he's got Kreutzer harassing him. Kreutzer, the outside looking in here in this race so far. Just bad luck as it happens. Goddard now in 3rd position, making a move on Grove to the inside, and he makes it work on the track. Gets it done before the braking zone. Now we're in the carousel. Turn 3. On the exit, Kreutzer gets Goddard rather, gets a great exit on Dubois and holds the inside line. They go side by side. Goddard makes it work. No problem.
Yeah,
Almost basically pushes. Proverbially, Eric makes that mistake, goes off the track now, gives that position up to Grove. Now Garcia, hungry for that position on.
Goddard has done everything he's needed to do. He moved up from, 6th position to 1st, and Klaus still sitting back in 7th. Don't know what's going on there. He's 1.5 seconds off of Daryl Young. So I don't know if he went off track or if he slid around, what happened to him, but he's got about 8 minutes left in this race. Plenty of time to make the spots up. He's only a collective 4 seconds behind, or 5 seconds behind now, Zach Goddard. So see how much he can make back by the feature.
Yeah, watching Klaus Kreutzer right now fighting from basically the 7th position at the moment. Doesn't seem to be making up too much ground. You know what? Something I noticed too, the Subaru's also chipping quite a bit on those long straightaways. So the Subaru not immune to those RPM issues. The setup as, oh boy, we got an issue up front here.
That's not what we wanted to see. That was Eric Dubois and Chris Lunan.
Dubois off the track,
waiting for
having to spin that right around in one of the dead zones, come back out onto the track there safely. He manages to do so. But let's go back and
Let's see if we can.
Brian? Take a peek
We might have it. I think we might have it. Let's look.
It's a lot of 1Xs, so we'll see if we get the right one.
I think this might be a little bit before it. We got Eric Dubois.
See what happens here if they flow into it.
Going around the turn. I think it was up on this next set of turns here.
One of the fast corners and the hard braking zones right into that first flowing section. I think it was shortly after that, actually, if I'm remembering correctly.
Man, that thing really rewound.
It sure did.
Let's speed it up a little bit, see if we can figure out what happened there. Oh,
there it is. Yeah, he missed the braking zone.
Yeah, he touched grass. Yeah, he touched grass and
yeah.
Or he was going for the other course. He's going for the full layout.
I'm not sure. Braked out into the grass either way, and car doesn't like that very much whatsoever. So
we got Garcia pushing on Grove, Young pushing on Sowers. Trying to make a few things happen here.
The halfway point. Coming up on 6 minutes into it. Got about 5.5 minutes left to go. We ride on board with Daryl Young here, currently running in 5th. Started in 3rd, lost a few positions there, but be expected. Goddard shoots right up. Vinny Sowers reclaims a position as well. Goddard's up 7 positions. He's our biggest claimer, and Kreutzer only up 1 here. Goes from 7th to 6th.
Yeah, that's
He's the storyline right now, Brian. He's having a hard time here at this track. He's just about to get passed by Loonan. I'm wondering if he's having damage issues.
Let's see if we can see anything on this car. Let's hit some of his onboards.
Don't see anything.
Both his fronts look good. Both his rears look fine.
Oh, there's a little bit of scuff damage on the rears.
A little bit,
nothing that I think.
Yeah, not enough to make an issue. Vinny Sowers off the track. Big time off the track. Gets passed by Garcia and Young. Vinny Sowers down to 5th. And Young trying to make a good Garcia pass.
And Young is one of the spiciest on the track at the moment, Brian.
Yeah.
As it looks like Young's looking to the inside. Can he make it happen? That Subaru. Now, if I'm thinking baseline setup, Brian, that thing must be absolutely wild on heavy, fast braking. It wants to kick out, no doubt. So, little bit of the jitters from Daryl Young as he tries it again, gets super loose, dives off into the dirt, and that'll give Vinny Sowers the position back. Gotta love that as now Chris Loonan's battling with Young, giving it to him a little bit. Holds off for a little bit here, but Young's wounded.
Before it even happened, you could see the car was just upset as he was getting ready to enter that next turn, and you could tell, that car's about to go off track. It was just like lifted up weird.
Oh yeah, the speed just
did something wrong with the brakes.
It was floating almost. As Chris Loonan now, oh boy, Young locks the brakes up in the right rear. That's a common issue in that Subaru when you're pushing the brakes really, really hard deep into a corner. He gives up a little bit to Loonan, but Loonan's Fiesta can't quite keep up with him on the straightaways here. We'll see. Oh, he takes it deep into the braking zone. Rides a bit wider into the turn.
The
Fiestas a good shot in through here to the carousel.
Fiestas are definitely able to handle it in the curves better than the Subarus. Subarus can definitely do the straights faster. But
you can see it here. Chris Loonan getting a little bit of target fixation, though, on Young. He absolutely had a chance to get a little bit on the inside there with a better line. Just followed him deep into the corner. But he's getting great move. Oh, Young on the outside into the grass. This will give Young a little bit of Loonan, sorry. Bit of a shot on Young. You make something happen here. Another driver up off the track. That's Sowers pushing off, driving really hard to catch Garcia. Close is the 365 on Kevin Garcia. Can they make something happen?
For Matthew Grove, who didn't want to be here tonight, he's running in 2nd. He's doing just fine.
Hey, he's doing pretty all right. He's still got Goddard right in his sights too, Brian, as they go through the carousel here nice and smooth.
1-5 away from 1-5 away from a driver that beat Kieran Lifflander last night is nothing to shake a stick at.
That's pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. So is the battle for 3rd here, too. Vinny Sowers really just giving it to Kevin Garcia here. Coming into a smooth switchback section. Both these drivers giving it to each other. We'll see if one can make a mistake. Mistakes super easy to happen when you're being chased down like that. Oh, as Garcia to the outside touches some dirt a little bit. Gives some room to Sowers. Can Sowers make something happen? Oh, off to the pits is Garcia. So Garcia's going to pit here, Brian.
Looks like we're going to need a pit with a minute and 34
We're
remaining.
Probably going to. Yeah, no doubt. So if he's being called off now, for sure, we're going to see something in the next lap or two.
Yeah, these laps are a minute and 2 seconds long, minute and 3, so they're going to have 2 more after this one.
Oh boy, I wonder if any of the drivers up front are like pulling in the clutch or anything, Brian. On those chipping sections out front, just giving off leaving a bit of speed.
Yeah,
and Zachary Goddard's giving up quite a bit of distance here to Matty Grove. You have to wonder if that's playing into it here.
Also, if you know you're going to have to take a pit stop, I mean, the way you set your car up is you got to have it. Just give it one little drop of fuel. Just the smallest amount.
Really rough on his pit exit. I'm just watching him here. To see where he comes out relative to anything.
He comes out all the way in the back, but he might try and just use this fresh air.
Out for a pit. Goddard goes to pit. He's out. So definitely pits here from all drivers here tonight.
Gross.
It looked like he pulled off a little bit here at the end.
Sowers
out as well.
Grove does not go.
Grove's
going to go on the final lap.
Interesting. Is he going to go on the final lap and just try and shoot it out?
I think Daryl Young ran out of gas.
Daryl Young didn't make it. So Grove's got to be running on fumes right now. We got to watch that.
And funnily enough, right now, Klaus Kreutzer, he stayed out also, I believe. Klaus is in second.
Oh, was he running back and running easy and not chipping on those long sections and trying to drag that car out? Is there enough there? We'll find out really soon.
May have been.
White flag, Brian.
May have been.
Grove pulls the white flag. I'm interested to see if this car can make it, Brian.
Where is Klaus on the track?
Or if he pits.
Klaus has this chicane left in 2 turns.
Watching Grove. Grove has to go now if he doesn't. If he can't.
And Grove was running up front.
He stretched his car out. He's up front. He's
not
pitting, Brian. He's going to go around.
How did Matthew Grove save all this fuel?
But Klaus Kreutzer going to pass him because Matthew Grove runs out of fuel on the final stretch. So Klaus Kreutzer will take it here. Saves enough fuel.
Excellent
job. In the end, to manage to not pit. Great work. And Matty Grove, I think he's going to make it by. He does. Limps that thing by on literal gas fumes, and so does Eric Dubois. Zachary Goddard rounds that corner after a pit stop in 4th position here. Vinny Sowers. And Garcia having a drag race, but Vinny Sowers going to make that by on Kevin Garcia for 5th position. Chris Lunan out, and Daryl Young down a lap as well out. So
that's interesting, Justin. I wasn't expecting that.
Okay.
The pit stop's not required in the heat. So
it doesn't look like it is. So
it's not required in the heat. It's required in the feature. They're definitely going to have to take him in the feature. If not,
definitely.
I mean, that was a 10-minute race. They had to take 1, so there might be 2 pit stops in the future here for this.
So those crucial heat points right there, Brian. That's going to be interesting to see how that shakes out. So some practice this week really granted a couple drivers.
Yeah, excellent job by
Klaus.
Advantage
there.
Understanding the assignment and knowing what was happening.
No kidding. So we're going to give the drivers a little warm up. Give them a chance to shake that off, maybe change some strategy a little bit. And we're going to head off for a quick little break before we hit that feature race for you guys tonight. So stick with us.
You're so interesting.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous with your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to NordVPN.com. NordVPN. Safely be you.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. He's down the race, takes the lead in the 12. What a move. And he takes the lead and holds it.
Side between these two in turn one. This is going to get spicy.
Exiting turn one, over the jump to begin the first lap, clogging the inside line. McFarland contact between them. They are still side by side. This opens the door for Wetz. He can't make anything happen. Over in the 26, he has not won in quite some time. Dragster acing the entry to turn one, up heading to the inside. And Magnus gives him a nudge. The grip strip on the inside, Phil. Wetz had a little bit better run, but looks like Ronnie's going to hold the spot.
We welcome you back to round 194 of the championship overall, and round 7 of the 26th season of NASA Rallycross Contenders here at Oschersleben, with Brian Sawyer in the production truck, and also next to me in the commentary box. My name is Justin Robichaux, live on the Automotive Sports Network. Reminder, all season long, the NASA Rallycross Challenge is brought to you by Overwatch Specialty Service. The only thing more unique than your problem is our solution. For more information, visit osscenter.com. Again, thank you so much, Rob Hartland, for all of your support for NASA Sim Racing. Cameras all season long on ASN are brought to you by Whiplash Sim Cams. For all of your camera needs for sim racing, check them out at facebook.com/WSimCams. And remember, if you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe to the Automotive Sports Network on Blue Sky, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. Ring the bell to get notified of our live streams on weekly, along with that short-form video content. If you like your content broadcasted by ASN, you can contact us at asntvusa.com. And a reminder, always, you want to come check it out, want to come race with us, we got something for you. NASASimRacing.com. Come hop in the Discord, say hi. We've got people jumping in all the time. We love seeing it. So hop in here just to say hi, even if you just want to come chat and see all the banter that goes on all season long. We got a place for you. It'll be a lot of fun. So we haven't been here yet. So who's going to be our first driver here tonight as a winner in the German Grand Prix here? And so we got some drivers out here in practice, just firing off some laps. I don't think there's going to be much of a strategy change. As we kind of roll back in, like we've seen some drivers hit that 10-minute mark on one tank of fuel, but it's a bit of it's almost like a Hail Mary. So I don't think anybody's going to try and do that or push it past, the 10-minute mark. I think we'll see a little bit of conservation. However, if someone can stretch it out just a little bit, there is a chance there, I think, to drop a pit. It's been proven already, so it's hard to see. Like Klaus Kreutzer, I wonder how much further he could have gotten. He did have quite a bit of fuel left, it looked like, when he crossed the line, but would he have made it? So it looks like, we're going to have to or someone might be able to stretch it out and lose that one pit stop. I think that's going to be the storyline here tonight, because personally, I don't know. We haven't raced here tonight. We haven't raced here yet. And I truthfully have not put the time in to know for sure, but we'll find out who has. That's going to be pretty fun.
Yeah. I think we're still going to
Seen
get a
some
Goddard
crazy
win.
stuff before, too, especially in our endurance rounds. Alex Abedi and was it Francois Martel that also ran out the fuel there in Crandon that time? Showed us all that you could do it.
I think so.
Betty for sure. Yeah, anyways. Crazier things have happened. Absolutely crazier things have happened.
About a minute left. Not many drivers have touched this practice session. Understandably so. You just ran for 10 minutes and you're about to run for a half hour. You don't want to run for 10 more minutes in between.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to chill and just kind of think about it. To be honest with you, I would reckon a lot of drivers are double checking or triple checking rather their fuel strategy. That's what I'd be doing. I'd be so hard into the calculator right now. It would drive you nuts. It would drive me nuts. I'm actually a little bit anxious for some of these drivers, to be honest, for the fuel strategy they need to put into the race, especially if they haven't practiced at all.
We're going to watch them all run out of gas. There's going to be no race. 10 minutes in, everybody messes up. They all just
We'll see if they run on sweat. I'll tell you, if these cars run on sweat, I'd be able to make the race no problem, because I'd be sweating for sure just at the strategy alone. So 30-minute race, we should see at the very least 3 pit stops, but I'm guessing 4 to be modest as we count down the final seconds here of our warm-up. Drivers will be set here and gridded out. Track will be kind of lightly dusted off for our feature race coming up here.
We should only see 1. We might see 2 from some drivers, because they start out with enough fuel for 10 minutes. There's our starting grid. Gloss Kreutzer, Matt Grove, Eric Dubois, Zach Goddard, Vincent Sowers, Kevin Garcia, Chris Lynn, and Daryl Young. They start out with enough fuel for about 10 minutes of driving, Justin, but they can put as much fuel as they want, up to 21 gallons in these cars now.
Okay, so that I did not.
But I will let you know, these cars get really heavy, and they are not fun to drive. They have to take at least 1 tire. I can tell you from experience, you probably want to take all 4, because that first lap and a half out of the pits, one of my teammates last night took one, and they were having trouble controlling it for about the next lap and a half, 2 laps, and I took for the front.
Oh, I believe that.
It felt like I was on a
almost
front wheel
warm that
drive
one
car.
tire up, and everything would feel really unbalanced.
I felt like I was
might
driving
not
the
think
front
that
wheel
makes a
drive
big,
car. It was
big
awful.
difference, but yeah, for sure. Matthew Grove gets lined up and ready to go as we're firing off for our final tonight here. Our Velocity Pixels Endurance Cup fires off. We're green. It's a great launch from Klaus Kreutzer on the start. He's followed down from Eric Dubois, and Zachary Goddard jumps up to the outside line right behind him. All goes to the inside as Goddard right on Dubois and takes the move right away. Punches him right in the gut, right at the start of the race. Jumps through the carousel right behind Klaus Kreutzer. A little bit of a battle here in the back. Vinny Sowers battling with Matthew Grove. He's holding him off on the inside. Matthew Grove here is trying to hold off that spot. Looks like that's going to be for... It goes to the inside. Wow. Oh boy, Sowers makes the mistake. Gets pushed on the outside. Gives that up. No problem. Now we're almost single file on back. Sowers already quick to the punch. Battling for Young. Trying to claw those positions back. Off the track a little bit there. Our first couple drivers, but no issues. Keep that collected. Around to that final corner now. Klaus Kreutzer off the track, pushing so hard now. Holding off Zachary Goddard, and they're going to lead it. Our first lap around is going to be Klaus Kreutzer.
Yeah, I talked to Klaus during the break, and he goes, I'm going to get demolished. I have to run. But he said, I feel like I have a giant brain right now when I went and talked to him. It's like he's losing the position to Goddard right there. I did not expect
that at all.
He just tucks him behind
he got
and says,
over.
I'll save some fuel this way.
Poked out on the track. Yeah, you know what? Not a bad idea. Now he can kind of tuck in behind him. Race maybe a little bit more conservative. Not burn so much fuel. I like the move. I do the same thing. Goddard wants to run off. This is really a little bit of a fuel consumption race to an extent. So, I'll hold it off for a little bit later. Evan Garcia, about 2.5 seconds back, almost 3 seconds back there. That gap for these two, way and away. As the meat of the middle starts to battle just a little bit. It looks like Grove's
Matt
trying
Grove
really
taking
hard
Eric
to
Dubois,
get.
who goes off track.
There he goes. Dubois goes off, gives that to Grove. Lunan now trying to give it back to Dubois, see if he can get a position as well.
Eric Dubois all night has been trying to make this a rallycross track. He's trying to bring all the dirt from the sand traps into the
Whip it
racing
right out.
surface. Yeah.
Get the track all dirty for everybody. Not a bad strategy here, actually. As Lunan clutching on here in 6th position. He's up 1 here tonight. Can he make it 2? We'll see.
Daryl Young right behind him.
Powerful
also.
exits here are absolutely beneficial to drivers. You're rewarded so much for good, strong, smooth exits.
I don't know
Daryl
what
Young
happened to
jumping in
Matt
the
Grove
picture
on the
now.
start there. Matt Grove on the start, he started in 2nd, and then like by turn 3, he was all the way down fighting Dubois for 5th. Got back up to
Had
4th.
a bad start. Nah, he had a bad start.
Yeah, just
really
it
bad
looked like he
launch.
went wide and just let
Then-
everybody just
yeah.
say, go, bye, see ya.
Yeah, he went wide on the first corner and then ran very conservative, very light.
Yeah, it's a long race. If you don't wanna be in the meat of it that early on.
There's no shame not being really aggressive on the first couple corners in a long race like that. No doubt. No doubt. You get into some wheel damage early on, and that pit stop that you need to take. It's really long. Really, really long. Really quick.
I'm gonna curse it, Justin. I'm
Oh,
gonna say I hope we get a no protestable incident race tonight.
Looking okay so far. Sowers going to the outside on Luna and makes a mistake on one of those roundabout corners. Makes another mistake there. Looks like those tires are a little bit hot, Brian, but to the outside Sowers goes, gives it back a little bit. Now the inside line here, a little bit of a switchback opportunity on Lunan if he can keep the momentum. No. Looks like Sowers going to hold it for now. Strong in the exit is Lunan. He can hold on here for the moment. Jump down in the slipstream. Can he make something happen here? Chipping is the
Yeah, you
Fiesta
can hear
bit.
that Fiesta chipping.
Losing off. You can hear it. Just chipping right away. But they gain it back a lot with that stability in the braking zone, Brian. That second phase.
You heard him
I don't
chipping,
see
but he's
too
still
much
right
of a
there.
disadvantage. He is still right there. So stable. You can just fire it through that first little chicane pretty straight and he's doing all right. Clutching on to Sour still is Lunan. We move up a little bit here because it's getting pretty crazy up front. Grove's holding off Dubois, and Dubois has Young right behind him. Dubois, I don't think he's going to be too aggressive here on Grove. Teammates, they are in a capacity a little bit wide.
No.
Is Dubois.
Dubois just
Kicking
bringing
up
more
dirt.
dirt. Bringing up more dirt.
More dirt. More
Guarantee
dirt,
you, right
slinging it
here,
out.
he's about to bring up more right here.
Oh, boy, here, wides Grove a little bit. Missed the braking zone by a pinch. Dubois goes to the inside, but it's almost just a holding pattern here. They're just blocking off Daryl Young, both of them riding one right after the other here. Holding on to 4th and 5th, no problem. Young, great through the first chicane. Sets up wide. Wants a better run on the exit of Carousel. He needs something here. We've said it all night long, passing's a premium. And Young is going to have a very difficult time getting behind, or getting past, rather, both of these drivers, both teammates, both looking out for each other in some way. Gets right up on Dubois, goes to the inside, is Young. Can he make it happen here? It's a great opportunity here. He can make it happen on track. Goes by, they're quarter to quarter. Wild is Dubois on the exit, hits the grass, and he can't keep up. Daryl Young makes that happen on track. Now he's got Grove next. A little bit wild is Young. I think he's got to calm down, take a few breaths. It's a great pass, but now he needs to smooth it out if he's going to catch up with Grove here. Still early in this race.
Yeah, early in this race. Dubois
Now
just
giving
making
that
a
up
few
to Sowers.
mistakes.
Making
Yep.
some mistakes. Absolutely is. He's rattled. His cage is absolutely rattled, and I would be too. His heart rate is just soaring, no doubt. Looks like he's going to give this up to Sowers here. He is.
I think he was a little
little
out
bit
of
of,
position starting in this heat. Because when I was talking to Klaus, I was also talking to Eric, and Eric goes, well, I wasn't going to do the fuel safe strategy, but then when I spun around on the track, I said, I guess I'll do it too. And him and Klaus ran that fuel
Times
stream.
you just switch it up. Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of Klaus, let's go take a look back up front for a little bit. Klaus is about 3 seconds off of Goddard. Looks nice and cool,
That gap's growing
collected.
quite a bit.
He's
He doesn't look too worried. He's looking through his corners.
Yeah.
He does look very calm. Very, his vision looks good. He doesn't look rattled one bit. I think he has some confidence. The car might make it a little bit extra. I think he thinks he can get another lap or two on these guys if he just keeps running this race and keeps that the breathing right.
Only these drivers know what their fuel strategies are right now. I mean, we don't know. Somebody just entered the pits, so I just heard the alarm go off. See if we can figure out who that was. It's Daryl Young. He's taking his first pit stop.
All right.
Got Vinny Sowers chasing
I like
down Matt
it.
Grove.
Gives him some clean air too. That's good. That's a good strat. Should come out with no one around him. Let's run with Lunan. And Lunan, at the moment, sorry. I am lost on the track at the moment.
Yeah, a little bit. It's okay. Matt Grove goes wide, lets Vinny Sowers right past him. Both of them stayed on track. It's an interesting pass. I kind of want to go back take a second look at that, Justin. I'm not quite sure what happened there.
I know I missed it. I was looking at the wrong car. Let's have a look here.
So Grove hits that barrier. Let's do this turn.
Shakes
It's on
him up
this.
a bit.
It's on
Loses
this next
that
turn
rhythm.
here.
The rhythm we were talking about. It was shaking up right there in those first couple corners.
He just left it really wide.
Doesn't quite get it back. And what an absolute stunning move. And Vinny Sowers there sneaks it right in. Barely touches Grove. Great pass.
This is the closest thing we have for a battle. Hold on. Daryl Young may have crashed.
Is it the moment?
And Eric Dubois may have crashed. We're gonna go find out what that is. Let's take a look.
Let's just have a peek. It was probably maybe on the exit here.
Is it just a pit?
It might have just been very close on the exit of the pits. Oh,
no,
messed up the pit exit again, and they came really close. Oh,
did they touch?
touch.
That's Vinny Sowers. That's not Eric Dubois, is it? No. Is that Eric's car?
Great little battle there.
No, that's not Eric's car. Okay, it's just telling me they're having incidents when they come out of pits. That's what's going on.
They come out of pits. That's
my
awesome. Yeah,
favorite.
well, Klaus Kreutzer going up.
Klaus Kreutzer going
Zachary
up.
Goddard right
Goddard
there as
going
well.
up.
Goddard drops down. Here comes the fuel. And he's off. And down goes Klaus. And he's off. So they're right there, one after the other. There's one pit down. That's probably the pit. Oh, Brian.
I don't know.
10 minutes.
It's only been 10 minutes.
These guys are going to do too.
Yeah. I mean, we'll figure out who's going to... who... Is Klaus good?
He's going to fuel
He
up.
might have got a commitment line violation there. He looked like he was a little over.
Oh,
I'm not able to look at it
there's
easily.
the
Can you
stem.
get a peek?
I'm having a look now. I'm going to take a peek down, and it looks like... Getting word from the stewards. No, nothing.
Nope.
He's fine.
Okay. It looked
Let
like
him
one
commitment.
tire was over the line right at the end there. What I was going to say is we'll know if Klaus is taking a one-stop strategy if his time falls significantly off of Goddard.
Literally crawling it into the pits now. So
boy.
He pushed that as far as he possibly can go. I don't know if he's going to even make it there, Brian. We'll see. It's a little bit of an
that's a
uphill
long
climb.
pit road, and it's uphill. I don't think Matt.
It's a little uphill. He's losing it. There goes the momentum.
He's going to go backwards. It's dangerous for any other car on.
Oh, here it
pit road
goes.
right now.
It's cresting downhill. It's cresting downhill. Oh, he doesn't quite make it. If he got an extra maybe 30 yards out of that, he would have been. He might have been down enough to go, but no, he's gonna have to tow, and that's a unfortunate miscalculation there. Oh wait, he kicks it. He kicks it into gear, and it's going. Will he get enough momentum down the hill to go? We'll find out here in a second. I'm watching it. You might be going slow, but this is one of the most exciting things going on the track.
Everything's a little spread out. But Justin, what I was saying is, we'll know if Klaus took the one-stop strategy if his laps are significantly slower than Goddard. But we'll see. Goddard just passed the line at 101, 1 minute. Nope. I think they're both on a two-stop strategy. They both just ran 1 minute laps. Look at Grove. He's going.
He's going.
We're gonna
you know what? Either way, all that time wasted.
I can't. He's That's all. There's so much time wasted.
It wasn't saved in the end.
He's so. I think he'd be there faster if he just hit the tow button.
Yeah,
30-second tow.
Yeah, if he took it just the lap earlier, yeah, it would have been great.
Scream at your pit manager.
Great effort, though.
Tell him to come push the car. It takes 30 seconds. You'll be fine.
Yoink the clutch like 3 or 4 more corners the first few minutes. It might have been up. Who knows? We'll never know, but he's inching it.
I know in the light, if you just slam it between first and second gear really fast, just over and over and over and over, it just generates enough force to get the car moving. Maybe like 2 miles an hour.
It's likely what he's doing. Very likely what he's doing.
Justin, pick a car.
Actually, he's in 6th
that you
gear.
want to watch for about 30 seconds while I go get a glass of water. Tell me who you want.
All right. Let's pop it on Sours. He's getting harassed.
All right.
By Luna at the moment.
I'll be right back.
At least close to.
All right, I've returned. Did I miss anything enthralling?
Not much at all. This entire race has been quite calm for the last few minutes. Minutes left to go. And like I said, it's quite
Grove
calm.
is still getting to the pit box. He's
there. He's
down,
getting there.
But he is determined.
I'm getting word from the chat. If you smash the starter in 6th gear, or just cycle the starter in 6th gear, you'll get about 7 miles an hour out of the car. That's what he's doing right now. Just
the car may not restart. That's
limping it. It may not restart. It probably cooks the engine or something. Who knows? He's gonna get there. All right. Yeah, everybody, the gaps are super wide now. Multiple seconds. Klaus Kreutzer falls to about 4 seconds on Goddard at the moment. As Grove up in the pits, I'm going to see if he gets there. We'll see if he pops out.
So yeah, there's Klaus and Goddard are both running the same lap times, 101.3, 101.5. I don't know. Matt Grove just ran a 3:59.1. He's not sitting there. We know what happened there.
The toe would have been faster.
Eric Dubois
he's coming out now, just rounding out of pits now.
I don't know. Eric Dubois ran a 104.8. I don't know if that's if he just had a slow lap or that's what his car is running now. But I think everybody's probably going to run a two-stop strategy, running the cars this fast.
Yeah, it seems about right to me. Just a hair over 10 minutes, it looked like, or one full tank fuel.
The problem with these cars, like, I would love to see the strategy where, okay, hey, I can make this car last for 20 minutes. The problem is, you save maybe in those laps, you go a second slower, you get 10 in those 10 laps where that other car has to, you save 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And maybe you pass them on the pit rotation. But the problem is, those 10 laps, your car is so heavy, it's almost undrivable. And you wouldn't think 10 gallons of fuel is a lot of weight, but it's enough to really just like throw the car off, and things like this happen where your car is just out in the dirt. And
you're driving it very differently.
You're driving it very
really
differently.
Relying on practice.
And you gotta like, over those 20 laps, you just gotta like crawl your way back to getting it back to like the form, what you should be driving.
Almost maneuverable. Right, it's no different in a lot of other endurance racing forms. The car feels very different at the start of a stint than it does near the end, especially like oval racing or something.
Yeah, I don't think these all-wheel drive cars are
later on.
super ideal for it. But maybe Saturday we'll get to see some pit variation. I mean, if you practice with the double fuel, it'd be interesting.
You practice with the double fuel and you get the gearing down just right. I think this car has a few minutes of fuel in it if you can get the gearing just right, especially the Subaru where it's just low RPM hungry. If it's chipping in 6th gear, this thing I think it's just being over revved. Way over revved. So this thing could probably stand to do this
if
whole
we had
fourth
tire
gear,
choice too.
so. True, right.
I don't know. I've been playing a lot of this F1 game on my phone. I just do two-stroke strategy all the time, just because the softs are so nice.
The manager one where you're like overhead, you watch the car go.
New Star GP, and like you tilt the phone to drive the car. It's great, but you get to choose your strategy, and build up. You start in the 80s and move through all the timeline of F1.
Yeah, maybe we should contact New Star and get a little partnership.
I like your game, guys.
It's that fun. Apparently your game's good. Is there multiplayer, Brian? Can we race together?
No, there's not multiplayer.
Oh.
Justin, if there's no multiplayer, I'm not getting anything done ever again.
Oh, there you go, New Star. Next play. Closest battle on the track right now looks like it's just Daryl Young chasing down Chris Lunan, but even that's a few seconds away. Zachary Goddard just on a Sunday cruise at this point. Really pushing. I've been watching him for a few laps. He's still it's a little messy on some exits. By messy, I mean really giving her. I respect it. But they're hot lap. We're doing the same thing. 8 seconds behind. Not a terrible amount of distance. It's about the entire length of the straightaway at the moment. That's just crossing the finish line now. Goddard just going through the carousel. But he's not like crazy far behind if there's an issue that happens. Butcher will be happy to see it as it stands right now. Tall mountain to climb, even with a race. With about 10 minutes or so left to go.
Normally I want to give the people what they want, but the people is Josh. I don't know if I want to give them what they want. But I think we should. Let's ride on board Goddard for a lap.
Hear the sounds of that Subaru as it chips. On this crazy straightaway here in Oschersleben. Pretty brilliant lap, too, no doubt. That one you just watched. 101.650. It's nearly his best, and that's almost the best in the session so far. A great little baseline for you here this evening of what it's like to race around here in Oschersleben. Fun little course, Brian. I'd like to give it a shot. I'm keen to try it. I might have to fire it up someday and just rip around it. The
What, this
Subaru though,
track?
just watching Zachary got it though. The Subaru looks like it absolutely plows. A really, really tight switchback. Specifically, I don't know the corner number, but it's on the other end of the course. Really, really tight 180. That thing doesn't like it. I can hear the RPMs. I can hear the gearbox and the just grinding away. Just
Admittedly, Chris Lennon's going to be screaming at me after this. The C layout is the better layout. Especially, it's super fun in these cars. But you put a lot of these cars on track, you're going to have a really bad time. Everybody's going to be hitting everybody. The Subaru gets a little advantage. Just the way the track's designed.
I mean, I would say the Subaru has an advantage with the baseline. Just in the fact that it's got a little bit more speed
Got a
through
little
it,
bit
but
more.
you know what? Yeah, you know what though? It does definitely lack the first couple corners, and then especially on the back end, those really hard switchbacks like this. The Ford definitely picks it up there, no
I'd
doubt.
say we only
I can
have,
see how they equalize.
We only have 2 Fiestas out on track today, Chris Lennon and Matthew Grove, and they're in 6th and 8th respectively.
Maybe I'll run it. Maybe I'll run this on baseline in the Volkswagen and see what I can do, and see if it's a 1 minute flat. If I can't do a 1 minute flat, then maybe I'll just say the Subaru has a crazy advantage, and I'll eat my words. Grove a little bit wide there, gives it up to Young. It's not for position though.
I think
Grove's
Grove
just,
has
a little bit farther back.
Who's behind Grove?
He's out on the track being lapped. Oh, Grove is at the back. Grove took that really, really, really long lap. Almost.
That's Lunan.
He's off again
Lunan
here.
and
He's having a
Grove,
hard
I
time with
think,
those
are
tires.
starting their drift session here.
Okay.
I'm getting notification over and over that these cars have crashed, and the Fiestas have, I believe, given up.
Yeah, no. From the looks of it, there's some deliberate sideways action going on here. Looking like they're sending it.
They said the track is not foggy enough. Let's get a little more.
It looks like Dubois back there in 7th is also partaking in the shenanigans. So it's wild out there right now. Ooh, that was close. Grove popped his Ford right off the track. Get out of the way of Garcia. Lunan off the track ahead, and Goddard. Looks like he's going to get off here. Predictable state of the lap.
Get out of the way, Goddard used that car for as much slipstream as he could. He's 11 seconds up on Grutzer. Yeah, Eric Dubois in the pits. He is done for this evening. Matthew Grove off track. He is done for this evening. We're down to
Marked it down.
Chris Lunan
Just under 4
effectively
minutes
done
here
for
left
this
to go.
evening. He's still out there drifting in 6th. So we're down to a 5-car pony show. Grove back out. He's just waiting for everybody to pass safely.
He's waiting for people to pass.
We got about 3 minutes left in this race. Looks like it is just a one-stop strategy, Justin. This car's just, I guess, a little easier to drive.
It. Looks like possibly the refuel will get enough.
No. I get enough time to drive once a week, and that's my lights race. So It's been a busy few weeks, so I haven't touched these cars or seen what they feel like on this track.
Having a bit of fun here. Looks like we're going to get a few more laps.
Should get probably 3 more. Cruz are starting to throw it out a little bit also. Cruz has got 13 seconds in front of him and 17 behind him. You can have a little fun with the car. Yeah, you can see him trying to have a little fun there.
Yeah, he's having a little bit of fun. Some modest fun.
You loop it too hard, though. Kevin Garcia looking for it. I think this is going to be Kevin Garcia's first podium if he holds on. He's got 10 seconds behind him. For Statman and chat,
he does.
Has any information on that.
Does look great for a podium chance for Garcia, no doubt. As Kreutzer still playing around just a smidge, just a tiny bit. Garcia not changing a terrible amount.
I can't tell. Is that that's a round wheel, isn't it?
Looks like a round wheel to me. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I saw somebody the other day driving Rallycross on the Formula wheel. Like, your poor hands if you let go.
Yeah, I definitely prefer my round wheel. I don't get. I play race in VR anyway, so I don't get.
This was Linus in the supercars. He's driving on the Formula wheel. He says he likes it better. Everybody's pit, Jardinell. Everybody in this race has pit. Goddard and everybody looks like they're on the one-stop strategy also. Not a 2. They pitted the first 10 minutes and then filled it with enough gas to run the last 19 or so. Goddard is just putting on a dominant performance. He's just running 1 minute 0.6 laps every time. Or 102.1s right now. And Glass is running 102.8s.
A lot of dirt through the carousel.
Just courtesy of Eric Dubois.
Out everywhere. Eric Dubois slinging it everywhere. Every time Zach Regatta runs around that carousel through the turn, I just see it flying everywhere. Hear it running through his mud flaps. And here he goes. He's in the backstretch here. He's on the final lap. Been a wild night. Half the drivers have essentially given up. The heat was definitely the highlight here tonight.
Yeah, the heat race provided the heat race was where it's at.
Goddard will. Yeah, the heat race was definitely. But regardless, Zachary Goddard will snake down the backstretch to take home the Velocity Pixels Endurance Cup Round 1 win. Klaus Kreuzer drifting the final corner now.
Now he's playing a little more.
Second position. Now he's having a lot more fun here. He's still got to like a P2 here as we move on. Kevin Garcia around in the final corner as well. He'll jump in for his first podium. His very first podium in NASA. He's really got to like that. As now the excitement jumps in. And Benny Sowers rounding the final corner as well, taking home fourth tonight. Ahead of Daryl Young. Daryl Young is entering the final corner now, safely exiting and taking home fifth. Crucial points here as Chris Lunan off the track, taking sixth. Eric Dubois, enough distance over Matty Grove, it seems, to take seventh, with Grove in eighth position, our final driver tonight. Yes, remember, everybody smash that like button on the stream. Get it up there. Zachary Goddard takes home tonight ahead of Klaus Kreuzer, Kevin Garcia, Vinny Sowers, Daryl Young, Chris Lunan, Eric Dubois, and Matthew Grove. Those are our 8 tonight in a wild little heat shootout. Ended in a strategy-based chess match. A feature with half the drivers just saying, see you later. Had some fun.
See what we got. Oh, I think we're going to get Garcia. He went to the wrong room. Put him in that room, and
Love it.
I'm just going to start dragging people because I know where they're supposed to be. Look at that. Oh, Kevin Garcia back to the paddock. Justin, you're able to pull people in here.
Boy.
So, I don't know. Let's pull Garcia and see if he wants to talk to us.
Let's have a peek. Kevin.
How's it going?
It's going good. How's it going for you?
Oh man, doing pretty good now. First podium. Feeling pretty good after that one.
Oh, I bet. That first podium in NASA, no doubt. Yeah, you earned that one for sure. The heat race was pretty wild, but talk me through that feature. How are you feeling through that one? It's some pretty good battles.
I mean, I think after that it was just, hey, make my way through the pack, don't die. I mean, just this season, that's literally been my biggest op's been the wall, as we can tell. Walls, curbs, other drivers. So that was kind of my whole mindset going into it. Is just as long as I can keep it clean, I think I have enough pace. I wasn't sure with just how many people there were today, if it was going to be a podium, but I mean, yeah, it's awesome. I was trying to keep up, trying to see exactly during practice what Klaus and Zach were doing. Just really trying to see, okay, what lines are they taking? How much are they pushing it? And couldn't keep up, but hey, P3, I will take that, man.
Hey, not too bad at all. And you got a chance to get some good points next week, too, with another little performance. Looking forward to that one.
Yeah, so we'll see. I think this one helped a lot today just because a lot of stuff I'm more used to the GT cars, so GT3s, GT4s. I think that really helped out today. So we'll see how next week goes. Hopefully can make it another podium.
Definitely. Love it, Kevin. Now, who'd you like to thank before we send you off tonight?
I want to thank all my family, everyone that puts up with me, all the time I spend putting in here, all my friends out there watching the live stream. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to my sponsors on my car, AMX. You guys love it. Going to be out here soon. Yeah, I mean, loving it. Only a few races left of the season, so let's go.
Sweet. Let's go. Let's get her done. Thank you so much, Kevin, and have a great night, pal.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
Thank you. And Kevin taking his first podium in NASA. Super exciting. Debut as well. We'll pull in Klaus Kreuzer. Having a bit of fun out there at the end.
Looked on my
Klaus.
Hello.
How are you? Oh, I pulled you a mid-conversation. So
It's
sorry.
all
pal.
good. It's all good. Well, I'm all right now. That's over.
It was pretty chill. You were kind of just drifting and having a little fun near the end.
I wasn't
though,
gonna catch him, dude.
Talk me through that race.
I wasn't catching him, man. I was so pleased with myself with the strategy in the heat race, getting those extra points. There's no way I was gonna be faster than Zach Goddard in this combo tonight, but I pulled one over on him in the heat race, got a couple extra points on the night. So yeah, and then we just had fun. Like I just decided to have fun. I almost decided to have fun a little too early, but Kevin was there and my relative to keep me honest. So.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, that's how you dial it in. No, that's awesome, buddy. Great job, no less. That heat race was super exciting.
Yeah, it was fun. I hope that was entertaining on broadcast.
Oh yeah, it was. I didn't see you coming really until the last second on Matty Grove around the corner, so it was quite neat. Really just shot out of a cannon. So
you had us
very
talking
fun.
like you were gonna be. I was like, oh man, he's got no pace. I don't know what's
going on. What's going on? They're like, is there damage? Is
literally
there
took you to
damage?
the
What's
last-
wrong with the
we did.
car? Oh yeah.
We
And
did
then I'm
the
like,
damage check.
yeah. I kind of had a hunch that maybe the cars were just gonna make it. So like,
No, we were talking about it in the session throughout practice, while we were on the grid. We were like, so, and Zach was saying it too. So we're gonna have to pit. We're gonna have to pit. I'm like, yeah, it's looking like it, And I just saved off the start. I just drove like Sunday drive, and I saved enough to where I could push on the last lap, and I was able to get Maddie sputtering before the line. So that was too much fun.
I love it.
But yeah, with a straight up race and one pit stop and proper fuel, like he was way faster than me. Way more consistent too. So it was a fun time regardless.
Heck yeah. Who'd you like to thank, Klaus, before we send you off, pal?
Yeah, all the glory goes to God, first and foremost. Anybody out there watching me, supporting me, love it. Appreciate you. You guys for putting on the stream. Everybody at Team Watson Setups, Eric Dubois, Evan McFarlane, Josh Darnell, Robbie Kirtley, just all the boys. We're having a lot of fun with this setup this week. So, yeah, we'll look forward to Crandon. I'm probably going to be slow there. I was not very good there last year, so we'll see. We'll see what happens next week.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Klaus. Looking forward to that one.
Appreciate you guys.
Sure, that battle's tight. Can't wait to see how those bonus points play out.
It's gonna be interesting. Really
Sure
tight.
is. Sure is. Take her easy, buddy.
Later, boys.
And all right, Zachary Goddard.
Hello.
Our pole driver winner tonight again. Seems like we talk to you all the time, every week. How you doing, man? Great win.
Doing pretty good to be up here again. So, yeah.
Talk me through the heat. That was a little wild. What were you thinking about that after that was finished?
Well, my first 2 laps, I was driving like normal because I figured everybody would have to pit, and I was keeping an eye on my fuel and realized, man, if I would have saved from the beginning, I probably could have made it. So I started coasting like crazy, clutching in, lifting and coasting, just anything you could think of to save fuel. And I would have made it to probably the final 2 corners before I started sputtering out. So I was like, okay, I'll just take the hit, we'll pit, because I knew Klaus was coasting the whole time, was going to make it. So I was pretty livid over my decision on that, to be honest, but luckily pulled it out for the feature.
Hey, you did. You just were on a Sunday cruise at the end, just flying away, just running away. So, looking forward to next week at all?
Yeah, I actually first started on the dirt stuff, both dirt oval and the jumpy trucks. Whenever I first started, first started on iRacing, so I always have fun there. So hopefully I can carry the pace that I had last season over into this season, because I did very well there too. So
just cap off an Endurance Cup win and then put a nice cherry on top in this pretty dominant season. Looking forward to that.
Hopefully.
Who'd you like to thank before we send you off tonight?
As always, my wife and dad for the support and watching me, the whole NASA and ASN crew for the fun series and amazing broadcast every week. The great team of JC Simsport for always backing me. Then Emma and Debbie with Crown Creamery.
Love it. Thank you so much, Zachary Goddard. Looking forward to seeing you here next week too. Should have a pretty good night and have a great week of practice and looking forward to it.
Alrighty, thank you. We'll see you.
Thank you. Take her easy. Okay. Woo! What a race that was. Ryan.
All right.
Wow. Okay.
We have no points for anybody this evening. Just letting you know that. We have no. Everything's weighted at half points, works, so everything would still be the same. The points don't get applied until next week.
We keep it spicy. That's all right. We'll skip that. That's minute. We're gonna have a little bit of fun with it. Next week is Jumpy Truck, dirt track. Gonna be a whole whack of fun. You're gonna forget about it until then, and we'll go over that at the end of it. So, but as always, the NASA Rallycross Challenge brought to you by Overwatch Specialty Service. The only thing more unique than your problem is our solution. For more information, visit osscenter.com. Thanks so much, Rob, again, for all of your support for NASA Sim Racing. Cameras all season long on ASN, brought to you by Whiplash Simcams, facebook.com/WSimcams. Check them out. And finally, intro music for the NASA World Feed, produced by Alex Betty. And if you like what you see, hit the like button on all of our socials. Check us out Most importantly, on YouTube, ring that bell, get a notification for all of our streams. We've got a bunch of short form content, loads of racing weekly. If you'd like your content broadcasted by ASN, check us out at asnTVUSA.com. And as always, jump into our Discord and head on over to NASASimRacing.com. Punch that in your browser, you'll get an invitation. Pop in here and say hi. We'll find something for you. Even if you just want to check it out and come chat and see if there's anything here for you, we'll get you sorted. But Brian, final thoughts here before we take off for the evening.
It's a good race. I wish there were a few more people here tonight, make it a little spicier. But
right.
Also, I think I got my wish of no protestable incidents on for the evening. So
very likely,
I'll take that. It's always a good one, so we don't have to comb through that. But looking forward to Supers race. We've been getting some pretty decent fields there, and I think it's going to be a good time. But really looking forward to Crandon. Crandon's always my favorite track of the season.
Ooh, me too. Me too. Had some fun finishes there myself, so always a good time. Always a good time. Well, with that said, the checkered flag falls on this evening here in Oschersleben. On behalf of our entire production staff and producer Brian Sawyer, my name is Justin Robichaud. Thank you for joining us on today's coverage of NASA Rallycross Contenders, and congratulations to Zachary Goddard on yet another win here in our Contenders series, and hopefully the start of a Velocity Pixels Endurance Cup championship. Just a reminder, don't miss that 7th round of the NASA Rallycross World Championship on Saturday, also here in Oschersleben. And until then, so long, everyone.